At the center.
Dr. JC That's right.
It's not working.
The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life can be heard every Sunday at 9 p.m. right here on The Answer San Diego. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, James Cooley, and his guest will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 9 p.m. right here on The Answer San Diego.
The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, can be heard every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore them or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, James Cooley, and his guests will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth.
The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, can be heard every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on The Answer. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, James Cooley and his guests will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on The Answer.
It's not going to let me do anything. Internet is hard.
Yeah. Dr. James JC Cooley. The James Cooley Show. It's your life. Yeah.
So we'll at least get done. Okay. Hello, welcome to the James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. I'm your host, Dr. James J.C. Cooley, and we got an absolutely fantastic show coming your way today. We got an extremely important guest that's going to enlighten you, inspire you, and I tell you what, you might as well grab you about 8-9 bags of popcorn because that's what this is going to be. It's going to be exciting. So I'm excited to have this guest on again. And we have no other. We got the former vice president of the Senate, the vice president of the Grand National Dialogue. Now, I tell you what, we're going to get to all of that, but let me just say we got a senator, a senator, Senator Nika Emilia Kambar from Cameroon. And I tell you what, I know I probably pushed her name, but when she started talking, you already gonna know that you talking to royalty right now. And so, how you doing? Welcome to the show, son.
Thank you very much, Dr. Cooley. It's my pleasure being here. We've been having back and forth thoughts of how we'll get this whole show recorded, and God has paved the way. And this afternoon, we've made it big time. I think it's important.
I have watched you the last 3-4 days, and every time you walk in the room, it's just light up. Completely excitement. Where you get all that energy from?
Dr. Cooley, at every airport, God chooses one person to lead. And if you want to lead, you must have been led by others. And so when you come up as a leader, because that proves that you are actually a leader. You don't come in and intimidate people. You don't come in and, walk on people. You come in to belong. And when you feel belonged, they will feel belonged equally. And then the gap between the government and the government is going to narrow down very drastically. And information can be put across, an effective exchange will take place. And that's exactly what I've been doing in the past 3 days, creating a very convivial environment for people to thrive in, and information has gone across. And I think it's a wonderful conference we've had in the past 3 days.
Wow. So this conference, the African Technology and Information Conference, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, it's been absolutely fantastic, Lisa. I thought it was. I know that you made it even better by lifting everyone's spirit and having them sing. And you have to sing on this show a little bit. But tell me about your experiences with this conference.
It will be of most importance for you to know that technology actually is sacred in Africa. That's sacred from Africa. Where is Elon Musk? He's from South Africa, am I right? He's from South Africa.
Yes.
Forget about the color of his skin. He's from South Africa.
Uh-huh.
And he's made it for the technological display of what he's been doing, even running down to create electrical cars.
Mhm.
So that tells you that technology, the cradle of technology is actually Africa. And the young and dynamic technicians that we have been able to bring on the table, these are the people that have caused change. And I want to assure you that for this technology to be efficient, we must be able to comb out those talents and youth, especially of the African continent, so that they feel elevated, so that they feel that they have something to offer and bring on the table. It's not to come and complete what some other person has begun. No, we have talents all over Africa that I can assure you that if an African is given the opportunity to create, to innovate, you'll be surprised. Our G4 will move to G5, G6, G7. Before you know, the global village, which is called the world, we don't have any need to say I'm unable to connect, because from your backyard you'll be connected, your front yard you'll be connected by virtue of the kids that we have brought on earth here. I cannot tell you this without any fear of favor that when demonstrations in our government technical schools in Cameroon, you are shocked at the innovative nature of the kids. Also tells you that there is something in Africa which is hidden under the sleeves of the children of Africa, especially these youth, that if we dare give them just a little push, Tanzania, to discover. We came to Tanzania to discover and give a push by asking that funders come onto the table, because you cannot do it alone. Funders come on the table and help us to discover and recreate, rebrand our youths and give them that try, so that as Africans, we can produce in Africa, for Africans, consumed by Africa, and export. That's why we are here in Tanzania.
So, you got about 9 different titles that you sit on. boards and all that, meaning that you helping everybody, the women, the children. Uh, can you talk about some of these things because they look pretty incredible.
Well, I begin my political life. I'd like to tell you that every unit, politics is involved. Even in creation, there's politics. That's why Dr. Cooley is huge and the Randy is smallish. So you see, nothing is balanced. Nature is neither created nor destroyed. It is used differently in different milieu. So when I grew up in that political dispensation, I gradually you need leadership position to be able to serve the people. And that's where many people get it wrong. When you become a politician, the reason why you are seeking for a mandate to be elected is to serve. Because you now are making a link between the governed and the governing. So you serve as a rat mole that forage and dig the tunnel. You take the problems from the people and put it in front of the government and take the solutions back to the people. So you are actually a lobbyist. Put it in simple terms, you're a lobbyist. But you have to have a fair conscience to do that. Unfortunately, politics is a game that you may have all of that, but you see, it's a very logical, illogical conclusion that I have to give you. It is a whole chain that somebody somewhere needs to either screw up or loosen the bolt for you to make your point across. And so we are still to get there. But as a politician, I can tell you that I'm a female politician, more emphasis. You need to have certain virtues. You must be able to pull integrity. You must be able to know thyself, to quote Shakespeare. You must be able to reach out and you must be able to serve the people. Because if you do not serve the people, you're inviting trouble to yourself. So, as a politician, I think I've made it vice president of my country, Cameroon, and I served the people in that capacity. And I think I made sure I cut across from the drivers to the guards, to the workers in the secretariat, and my fellow colleagues who bear in mind with me that I understood the concept that when you begin politicking, you need a political party as an umbrella to rise. But that is just a color. So when you are going for an election and there's competition, you depend on the people's mind. So you should be able to make a difference between when you seek a term, during the term, and after that term. And secondly, you must remember that politics didn't begin today. Where you are intent to go and sit, somebody was sitting there. So go within a frame of mind that if I have a mandate, what do I do for that mandate? Once you start thinking that you're going there forever, that's when corruption comes in. Instead of you start serving individuals because they have to reinvest you. But when you go with the frame of mind that I'm going for these elections, I'm going to serve the people for 5, 7 years, and I give way, you will be people oriented. And once you are a people oriented politician, I can tell you without any fear of favor that you will always be wanted by the people. And that's what politicians have had it wrong. Because when they are elected into offices, they start serving individuals that brought them there. Instead of serving the people with whom you had a covenant, you went to the people and asked them to give them your trust. They did. And you said you are coming back to them with what they have put on the table. So the bargain goes on so smoothly. The moment you win the election, you say, no, this person brought me here. I mean, that's the obsession that I have that I cannot really understand the gymnastics of politics. But we look at it, we keep going. After all, you must not be into a political milieu, per speak, under an umbrella of a political party to serve the people. Wherever you are, do the best you can and leave the rest because serve everybody. Just as I'm serving you now, Dr. Cooley.
You know, can you teach all politicians that because a lot of them, like you said, they're self. serving themselves. But we're gonna take a station break. We'll come back and answer that one.
Oh, that's fine.
Tell you what, whichever platform that you're watching us on, if you want to be part of this great conversation, all you have to do is I tell you, all you have to do is just go to the comments on the platform that you're watching us on, that you might have. I promise you, the center of the gap and answer for you. It's your life, and we'll see you shortly after the break.
Doctor James JC Cooley. The James Cooley Show. It's your life.
Really get a chance to know who you are. And once you know who you are, you truly know who you are, love who you are. Love who you are. You're a masterpiece. Love who you are. Love who you were born to be. Love me some me. That's what I'm talking about. When you leave high school, you gotta know today or tomorrow, or hopefully today, what your plans are. Hopefully, there is no bad decision unless there is no plan. Create, collaborate, commit with confidence. Commit with what? Commit with what? In everything that you do.
A Black Man's Point of View is the newest Amazon.com #1 release and bestseller book from author Dr. James J.C. Cooley, featuring the perspective from 11 other contributing authors. In A Black Man's Point of View, Dr. James Cooley unpacks his thoughts and personal experiences about the challenges, stereotypes, and feelings of self-worth that many black men face today due to a 400-year ancestry rooted in slavery and colonization. Yet, how so many black men move forward despite this history. Most importantly, A Black Man's Point of View conveys that all men, regardless of race, creed, or color, are capable of love, respect, and dignity. Described as a map to a greater life from the heart of a man who's experienced life's misfortune and harsh conditions, James shows us how beliefs, convictions, and a healthy mentality can help propel a life worth living. A must-read for all. Order your copy of A Black Man's Point of View by author Dr. James J.C. Cooley today from Amazon.com or wherever books are sold.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I'm sitting here with Senator Kesey, and I tell you, she started preaching. Toward the end, what she was preaching was things that everybody need to know, especially if you're into public office. Your job is to serve the people, not to serve yourself. And so, the minute that you start losing focus on that, the people are going to know it. You already know it, and you need to get back on track. Because she needs to probably teach every politician the things that she just talked about. I want to pick it back up on that one. That was sounding so good. So, can you continue with not self-serving self, but serving the people? What would that do to the people? They would love you. They would want to be around you. They would come to you when they have their problems, generally knowing that you care about them. Can you talk about that a little bit more?
You see, Dr. Cooley, there is some assertion that keeps troubling me. It's been troubling me all my life as a little girl, and it's still troubling me now as an adult and as a lead politician. There is this issue of bodyguarding an individual. I'll just give you a simple example. When you are going in for election and you have to face the people to speak with them, you're not given a bodyguard. You don't have a bodyguard around you. You move to your constituents, you speak with them, you convince them by way of mouth. And when they come to the polling station, there are no guards standing there. The moment you win an election, an officer runs after you with a gun. I'm talking in the context of Africa. My $1 million question is why? What is he protecting? Look, Dr. Kule, if I, as the vice president of the Senate of Cameroon, when I used to be, I say it to the world, my bodyguard had no use. Why? If an old woman comes to my gate with a difficulty of 10,000 francs and meets an officer standing there, and he has a questionnaire, why are you here? Did the vice president say you should come? Did you pick up a rendezvous with her? And maybe that 10,000 had to stay alive, and that person dies. And you come out of your bedroom very satisfied that he cross-checked that old woman. That woman voted for you on that fateful day. There was no gendarme officer. There was no police officer. She gracefully walked in there and you told her, I am going to represent you. So what is the barrier now between you being their representative and they being your electorate? Let me tell you, if that lady moves gracefully into your home and you serve her and she goes back satisfied, I want to ask you, do you need to go back to convince her to vote for you again? No, you don't need that. So this whole thing is partnership. It's a win-win. You move to the people when you need their votes. They give it to you. They don't only give you their votes, they give you their trust equally. You collect the votes and the trust, you put it under your drawer. And now you go in, the first thing you do, you buy a very big car, you tint the glasses, you put a military person in front of your car because you're afraid that those same people who volunteered and voluntarily voted for you can kill you. The question is, why will they kill you? It's because you are not afraid that they will kill you. You know you will not deliver. Your side of the covenant you will not keep. So what do? You already have a protective mechanism. And that is where I differ with lots and lots of things. And we should stop blaming people. I'm not saying that colonization didn't do its best, but will we stay there from 1884, ringing the same bell, dancing the same song? The question is, where did the rain begin to beat us? It's an introspective question. Every politician, bend your head in between your legs and ask yourself, have I done what I promised to do to the people? If yes, so why is there an uprising? If no, give everything and revisit the map, retrace, pull out, rebrand yourself, and come out different. Read books, copy those who have done well, copy those who have understood that life is just a passing wind. Because I want to ask you, we came to Tanzania. If all of this Tanzania is given to you, what will you do with it? The earlier the human being goes back to the Bible to understanding that life is a wind and we are all just chasing, and nobody has succeeded in carnaging that wind into a continent.
I like
A
that.
better for
I like that. So you talk about opportunities. Opportunity, somebody in at least the 7 8 speeches that I have saw you do this week. Um, why is opportunity so important, and why people should be open-minded and seek opportunity, right opportunities? Because everything is not good. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Before I get to opportunities, I'll go to scale of preference.
Okay.
I think everybody should be able to understanding themselves. The very first thing is, how well are you? The concept of wellness is a very good concept because when you get up with a good frame of mind, you'll be able to configure what you want to do in life. I don't very much believe in opportunities. I believe in hard work, creativity, because opportunities are different depending on the space where you find yourself. depending on the interactiveness of you between you and others. You see, there is what is called in biology an ecosystem. Water, a lake, a pond has the organisms that give it its name, and an ecosystem. A forest has are two different things, but they all are ecosystems. And they have to do what is called equilibrium to support that system so that system does not disappear in the earth surface. Now, if you take away one stratum, the ecosystem collapses. So it takes an ecologist time, virtue, education to be able to do what is called sustainability of that ecosystem. A system like life, you have different constituents. You have different constituents that summarizes life. It depends on how you rearrange your scale of preference. If you begin with a garden behind your house, you can end up as an intensive agriculturist. If you begin braiding just one hair behind your house, you can have a good salon. You begin shaving somebody's chins, you'll be a good barber. All you have to do is put in your best so you can have the best. Then you create a better world. I don't believe in chasing of the wind. You hear there's a conference, you run to it because you want to come and create opportunities. No, create yourself, brand yourself, rebrand yourself, and sell it to the world. Then those people who want to buy will not create the opportunities of buying from you.
Wow. You,
That's what I think.
I'll tell you, we got about 4 minutes left in the show, which we have a whole lot more. What are some takeaways that I'm telling you, you dropped some gems? What are some takeaways that you want our viewers and our listeners to get from this absolutely sensational discussion?
I just have one principal thing to tell everybody in the world. The one and the two subs, very quickly. In everything you do and everywhere you find yourself, put on a human face and treat the opposite person just as you would have loved them to treat you. Whether you're a business person, a politician, a religious person, whatever you do, just wear a human face and the world will be better for you and me. Secondly, the earth was created as a whole. Continents are to facilitate the livelihood of people. We are the same. We are the same. If you want to know that we are the same, you open the heart of a white-skinned person and open the heart of a black-skinned person and tell where the arteries and veins in these two hearts are flowing to different directions. Oxygen enters both hearts through the left. Carbon dioxide leaves the heart through the ventricles. So it's the same functionality. The difference is just that one person has a fundamental epidemic and the other does not have. That brings me to treating people with the human face. Secondly, remember that we shall all die someday. So whatever you do in this life, take cognizance of the fact that it can happen at the split second. Do not think that you own this world, because you will be remembered for what you did.
Remember what you did. Yes. Wow. I'm hoping that you have time because I love these type of discussions. And when you get to Cameroon, don't be surprised if you get a call from me and say, "Hey, Senator, can you come on the show again?"
Yeah, I will. I'm ready. And I want to congratulate you for the humanitarian service you're carrying on, because this is very educative. And your show is watched across the globe. It's a wonderful thing. I do not think you waited for an opportunity to do this. Did you wait for an opportunity? You be gone, maybe from a small kiosk. You've grown because you did it well.
Let me ask you a question. I did not wait on opportunity to do this. Opportunity came calling.
That's
Because when you passionate about anything that you do, I mean, people notice it. You might not notice it, but they come to you.
Yeah.
They come to you. So,
Dr. Kule, I'll leave you with this. Two things. Dangote is a very rich African man. He said that everywhere in the world is corruption. But the difference is you steal money from your country and bank it somewhere else. And those banks take it gracefully because they use their interest to leverage the poverty level of their own country. And when you die, that money is frozen. That money didn't help that old woman to dig her farm to market roads. That money didn't help that child to stop the child from dying across Mexico borders. It didn't help a child to be drowned in Mediterranean Sea. It didn't help a child to be scorched in the Sahara Desert because you did not put on a human face. You thought it was for you, so you kept it there. The people gave you a mandate of trust, and you betrayed them to keeping their money out there. That's not what God has mandated us to come and do. How much of that can you take away with you? Nothing. Secondly, we always want to chase butterflies, but I tell the world, make beautiful gardens. And what will fly there? Butterflies.
Butterfly.
They will really fly on your head, your shirts, and everywhere because you called for them. And so, to put it in context, every day we are crying in Africa. We have resources. We have resources. What resources do we have? They're embedded here, and they need people to come and extract. That resources are the gardens we have. Why don't we just let the butterflies come? Why do we worry so much? We worry so much when actually there's very little to worry about. Just leave.
Senator, it's been an absolute pleasure. I got to have you back on the show again. I was kind of tired and sleepy. You don't woke me up. So, hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Take my greetings to my family, black skin community in the United States of America. Take my greetings to the white skin community in America and tell them that we are the same. The difference is just the location in space and time. God bless you and have a safe flight back to you.
So our viewers out there, you just heard a masterpiece. She is a masterpiece. And we will have her back on again real soon if her time permits.
Yeah, no, I'm there, I'm available.
So I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. I'd like to thank our viewers and our listeners out there for tuning in to the James Cooley Show It's Your Life. I got to thank my camera guy, Dr. Randy Smith. Always there. He's the best camera guy in the world. And most importantly, I'd like to thank my beautiful wife, Michelle Cooley, for always being there, put together programs. And I tell you what, you already know my motive is to dream big, think big, and be big at everything you do. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. It's your life, and we'll see you then.